What's up, guys? It's your girl, and I'm back at it with another video. So, just a kind of little life update. I wasn't sure I was going to be filming, and I may not be filming any videos for a little bit, just because I'm dealing with a lot of personal issues. Basically, just kind of give you a brief summary. I have lost 2 people in my life recently, and one of the deaths have affected me a lot more than I anticipated. And also at my job, for those of you guys who don't know, I work at a college bookstore, and the students are coming back starting Friday, and I'm excited, I'm nervous, and really just looking forward to having them back. I mean, honestly, it's an amazing time having them back because now you're kind of back into your routine, and hopefully I get to see more of them. Anyway, so without further ado, let's jump into the video. So this is a what's in my travel makeup bag, and I really haven't been traveling, but I actually did have to go to my parents' house Tuesday because I was going there, and then my mom and I were going to Awake. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys what I take with me. So all these products are from Shop Miss A, and I'm probably going to get a lot of questions like, Anna, why are all your products from one website? Why is everything the same? You guys, this website is amazing. Like, I cannot believe how good quality their products are. Honestly, I've tried dollar store makeup, and this makeup is good, if not better, than some high-end products. Because almost everything on the website is $1. There are a few little sets here and there that aren't $1, and there are some of the collections that aren't $1, but majority of everything is $1. And I was shocked by how good quality their stuff is. So this is kind of an updated review on some of the products, as well as kind of showing you guys what's in my makeup bag. So the first 2 things I have that are not in my makeup bag, but I kind of just put them in their own bag because if they explode, at least I can clean them up. So the first thing is the A2O UHD Primer Spray. I've never tried a primer spray, and I know Smashbox makes one, if I'm correct. And I thought this was really cool. This is enhanced with aloe vera. It's long-lasting and paraben-free. And this is 2 fluid ounces. I don't know how well it is, how well it works. I've never really tried a primer spray, so I can't really compare it to anything. But I thought it was a cool thing to try. And then the other one is their setting spray. Now, honestly, their setting spray is good. It says it's a matte finish, and I'm definitely impressed with it. It's a decent sized bottle for what you get. It's 2.5 fluid ounces, and honestly, this isn't a bad setting spray. Normally, I don't wear makeup that long, so I haven't really got to test it out. But when I do wear it for longer, I'll let you guys know. I mean, I used it yesterday when I went to work, and my makeup stayed on pretty well. So this is my makeup bag. I got this from Shop Miss A. It says, blending is my cardio. I just thought this was the cutest bag. It's a canvas bag, and I'm surprised what I can fit in here, because literally this is almost everything in my makeup collection. Like, not everything, but this is an entire full face of makeup. Like, what? That's crazy. So I'm literally just going to pull products out of here, and I will talk about them, and let's dig in. So the first thing on top is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Mattifying Primer. Now, this primer is not as silicone-y as like normal primers, but this is definitely a little bit thicker than a moisturizer, and honestly, it's one of the best primers I've ever had. I keep reaching for this primer, hands down. I really do think it keeps my makeup on for a long time. I'm normally only wearing makeup for maybe 6-7 hours, so I haven't really tested out the longevity, but honestly, it's definitely amazing. It doesn't really have, it has a tint, but not when you rub it out, obviously rub it on your skin. So it's impressive, and I love it. I mean, how could I not love it? All right, up next is the AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Highlighter in the shade Harris. This is such an amazing highlighter because it is intense enough for me, but is not over the top. And this is a very light pink. It's a white with a pink shift. You guys can't see it, but it's a huge highlighter. How much is in here? Does it say 0.2 ounces? Like, this is huge, which I'm so impressed with. And I get so many compliments on it. When I tell them it's $1, they're shocked. I was shocked too that I loved it so much. Itchy. Alright, up next is the Amuse Cosmetics Pro Eyebrow Pencil in Matte Long Lasting in the shade Dark Coffee. I'm not going to do any swatches in this video because we'd be here till Christmas. But this is just a triangular brow pencil, and it's actually very pigmented. I wish they did have a little bit skinnier eyebrow pencil, but this works. I really don't ever fill in my brows. The only part of my brows I fill in is right here because I have a scar. But other than that, this is amazing, and it's super pigmented, and it's honestly better than the LA Colors brow pencil. So that's a plus. Alright, up next is the Poreless Primer. This is definitely more of a moisturizer than a primer. It has that consistency. I like them both, so that's kind of why I put them in here, because I don't know if I want to do poreless or do mattifying. But these are definitely very watery, which is interesting because the first thing on here is distilled water. But what's also interesting is this one says dimethicone as well as beeswax. So, but this one says xanthan gum, which is found in a lot of sugar-free gum. Just saying. So, anyway, random little fact of the day. Alright, let's see. What am I going to pull out next? Oh! So this is the AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream. This is honestly my favorite foundation. I know it's not a foundation, but this is the most amazing face makeup I've ever worn. It goes on so smoothly. It kind of gives you that lit from within glow. It's definitely not full coverage, but you can build it up. And the cool thing about this is they have almost every shade you could think of. And the nice thing is they actually had the lighter shades in stock, because on Shop Miss A website, it's very hard to find the lighter skin tones because, as y'all can see, I am a pale woman. So knowing that they had this in stock, and honestly, I think next time I purchase from Shop Miss A, I'm definitely going to be stocking up on these, or I almost said on those powders, on those BB creams, because they are so pigmented and they're so lightweight, which is shocking. Ooh! Up next is the Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick in Bombshell. This color changes. It's just the color I pulled out because I've loved every shade that I've gotten of these. I've actually purchased the entire collection. I definitely wouldn't say these are a liquid lipstick because they're supposed to be long lasting, but they definitely stay on the lips. I do have to say though, the darker shades, because I have a navy and a purple, those tend to stain your lips, but these guys don't. And honestly, I never thought I was into browns until I picked up the collections. There's a Wonder Matte collection in warm and cool, and I think this was a part of the warm collection. And it's just so pretty. Like, I love this shade, and I've actually worn it. I actually wore it to work yesterday, and it looked really pretty on the face, on the lips, and everybody was complimenting me on it. And when they were shocked that it was $1. I'm like, yeah, it's $1. Alrighty, next up is AOA Studio Perfect Eyeshadow Primer. A lot of these brands are at AOA because AOA is Shop Messé's personal, like their own brand, and they are really good quality. This eyeshadow primer is probably hands down one of my favorite eyeshadow primers because I have like Urban Decay Greed, I have Wet n Wild, I have e.l.f., I have LA Colors, but this guy I always tend to reach for just because it does keep my eyeshadow on all day. When I first got this, I tried it on, and yesterday at work, I was at work for 8 hours, and then I had to run an errand, and then I came home, ate dinner, and my eyeshadow still looked amazing. So if you were looking for a good primer, go on Shop Messé and pick this up because you will not regret this. Like, I cannot believe this is $1 and it's such good quality. Alrighty, up next is the CNT Bold Eyes Waterproof Mascara. This mascara is such an interesting tube. Like, it's a long oval. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like flattened. This mascara, you guys, is hands down one of my favorites. I actually know it's waterproof because it stayed on my eyes through me crying on Tuesday. It looked flawless. Like, it didn't flake. I didn't have issues of it transferring. Like, if you need yourself a good waterproof eyeliner, go check this out. And it's replaced my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Like, I've actually put my Better Than Sex mascara away because of how much I love this guy. So, if that tells you anything, that tells you something. Alright, here is AOA Studios Fat Lash Primer Mascara. She did my best. This is a really good eyelash primer. I've only ever tried one from e.l.f. and I like this one more because it is so pigmented. Like, if you miss a spot on your lashes with your mascara when you coat this, you'll notice it. But it makes my lashes look 10 times better because I've worn the CNTs without it, and then pairing this up with it was amazing. Also, the CNTs, I don't know if I mentioned this, has a rubber brush, so if you really liked rubber brush mascaras, you'll like that. But this guy is amazing. Like I said yesterday, I wore it to work, and I got so many compliments on my eyelashes. People couldn't believe that I was only $1 and that I wasn't wearing false lashes. Alrighty. Next up is the Starry Lip Intense Care. I have very dry lips because right now it's been so dry and so hot here. Like, we've actually been begging for rain because it's so hot. So when I saw that they had a chapstick, I was like, I'll pick it up. It's probably not the best, but probably not the worst. And if I hate it, it's only $1, so I didn't miss out on much. But you guys, this has completely changed my lips. Like, I reach for this way more than my Jack Black lip or chapstick because it just makes my lips feel so good. Like, I'll put it on at night, and when I wake up in the morning, my lips are so soft. And the fact that it was $1 is impressive. So for Christmas, a lot of my people are gonna be getting that, because who doesn't need a good chapstick? Alright, let's move on. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This powder honestly is one of my favorites because I've tried a sample of the Laura Mercier powder. I've tried, I want to say NARS. I don't know if they have a powder. I know I've tried e.l.f.'s powder. But I always reach for this because this is so finely milled. And it's in the shade Soft Light. And they have Warmth, Banana, Soft Light, Matte Translucent, Illuminating. I think there's another one, but I can't think of what it is. If you are looking for a good setting powder, go pick this one up. You will not regret it at all. I picked it up to try it out, and I've fallen in love. So I'm definitely going to be repurchasing probably the illuminating and maybe the matte or the translucent powder, just because of how good quality that is. And it doesn't give a white cast. It, like, when you blend it in your skin, it just feels like heaven. I cannot believe that it feels so good on the skin. Alrighty. Oh, I remember this. This is the Muse Cosmetics Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I've been into eyeliner lately, but lately I haven't been wearing it. Because I go through these weeks like, oh, I want a wing. And then there are weeks where I'm like, I don't want to bother putting on eyeliner. But funny enough, I actually purchased this for the packaging. I didn't even care if the eyeliner was good. But y'all, this eyeliner is probably one of the most amazing eyeliners. I have Tarte. I've tried Tarte eyeliner. I've tried e.l.f. LA Colors liner. I got in BoxyCharm, but I always reach for this guy because he is so pigmented, and he really is waterproof. Like, I forgot I had him on and went in the shower and it didn't budge. So if that tells you anything. Yeah. And it literally took me maybe 5 minutes to get all the eyeliner off. So it's a good eyeliner. Alrighty. Up next is the Malibu Glitz blush. It's actually darker in the pan. I hate that the light is washing it out, but it does have a little rose in it. Come on, focus. This is just the perfect blush shade. It's not too intense, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. The only downside is mine came broken, like the pan popped out. So I am going to be purchasing a Z palette from Shop Marseille. Their Z palettes are like $6, which isn't terrible. So I'm definitely going to pop him in there. But that blush is absolutely beautiful, and it looks so great on the skin. Alright, this is the Muse Cosmetics Sugar and Spice eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette is literally like an amazing palette. These shadows will stay on day and night. I even tried them on without eyeshadow primer, and they stayed like butter. They are so creamy, so pigmented, and I like how they threw in like the dark purple and that bright blue, because that's a shade that like normally you wouldn't gravitate towards. And this looks black in the pan, but it's actually like a dark, very dark brown. But I tend to either go for this look or this look. I did wear the blue eyeshadow one day to work, and it looked really pretty. And sometimes I use like this very light brown. It looks white. The peach and the purple. I've even done this shade in purple. Like, I've tried almost every shade in this palette except for this guy. This is the only shade I haven't worked with. But this palette is amazing. I don't know if it's still available on the website. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, not a lot of these were on the website after a while, because once they sell out, they really don't restock very often, which really irritates me. But other than that, I love the website. Alrighty, this is my Amuse Cosmetics concealer palette. This is in the shade Mix 1. So they have shades 1, 2, and 3. 1 is light, 2 is medium, 3 is dark. The only thing I wish they did was switch out these two. Maybe put a green and a peach, or a green, you know, different colors. And I wish they would do like a corrector palette like NYX did in this format. But these are so creamy, so pigmented. And honestly, I'm impressed with how pigmented these are. Like, I've used every shade, but like I use that shade for under my eyes, that shade for like around the mouth and cover up the little face pigment I had popping up. I haven't used these shades because I still need to look into how to use them. I know this is for like purple undertones, and that's to brighten, I believe. But other than that, they're really pigmented, and I'm surprised that they were $1. Alrighty, ooh, this is the Zuri Flawless Shaping and Strobing Face Contouring and Highlighting Kit. So, I was looking for good contour and bronzer to do a full face of makeup, and I stumbled across this palette, and this palette honestly is amazing. The only thing I don't like in the palette is this highlighter, because it is just straight up glitter. Like, it doesn't even swatch as a highlighter. You just have straight up glitter on your face. The bronzer is actually really pretty, but it pulls a little too red for me. But the contouring is perfect. It's not too dark, not too light. It's just perfect. And that is a banana powder. Like, it looks more of a skin tone color, so I actually use this as a powder. But this palette is amazing. I wish they would sell this shade alone as well as this shade, but they don't, so it's not the end of the world. But these are so amazing if you're looking for good pigmented or bronzer palette. Alrighty. Oh, I thought that was my cat. It's a pillow. Up next and last but not least is the Santee Lip Primer. You can tell I'm not awake yet if I thought a pillow was a cat. This lip primer, it's okay. It's, you know, it does the job. I need to play around with it a little bit more, but I do like it. I think it does a little bit better job than the Too Faced Lip Insurance. But like I said, I need to play around with it. I really don't ever wear it that often, because 9 times out of 10 when I'm just going to work, I don't care if my lip product or goes off, because I can just reapply, because there's mirrors throughout the store. So, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to get off here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!